I love all my cosplays, but Reinhardt definitely was one of the high points. My cyborg cosplay, I love that one too. Now my most comfortable one was the Overfiend cosplay. That was by far out. I love that one. I could sit down that cosplay. I can catch a nice breeze because basically it was a small chest piece. It was the hands, the glowing gem right here, and the skull head that I built out of foam, and the horns. Everything on the shoulders. Everything else was cloth. We're down to the floor, straight cloth. So it was incredibly comfortable. I loved it.
And Tampa police asked, did you ever go horribly wrong shipping an item?
Me never. But I did have a client one time from I think she was in Australia.
The gun? She
Mm-hmm.
was in Argentina.
Oh, okay, yeah, Argentina. What it was, she was doing a Metroid Zero cosplay, and she wanted me to make Samus's gun, the small hand one. So I built that one for her, and I had told her, I was like, look, you don't want to have this thing shipped anything but either business or what was the other one? There's one above business. I keep forgetting what it was. Well, one of those two. You don't want to go snail mail. You don't want that shit. You want to be shipped by UPS, that way it gets to you as well, or even FedEx. But you do not want the United States Postal Service shipping it over there to you. And I explained to her, you are kind of playing a crapshoot, like Russian roulette with your shit. You might never get it. She was like, no, no, it's the cheapest route. I'd rather go that way. I said, okay, no problem. I said, but like I said in my contract, once it leaves my hands, I absolve myself of all responsibility. She said, I understand. So I went ahead down to the regular postal, office, and I gave them her address and the whole 9 yards, and filled out 3 forms, and they shipped it. It took her over a month to get this. It took over maybe a month and a half, not 2 months, maybe a month and a half. But it got lost twice, twice. You know, um, One of the things that I tell people about the regular postal service is when you're shipping something internationally, once that package passes the international water boundary line, I can no longer track it at all. Unless it's business. It has a different tracking system. So we didn't know what the hell's going on. I called her, she called me. I tried to go down to the regular postal service again in person and figure out what the hell's going on. That's when I found out once that package passes that international boundary line, they don't track it. So she had to keep going down to customs in her country, until finally she was, somebody, I guess, pulled her head out the ass, and was able to locate the package for her and get it to her, which she loved it, but it was just such a big hassle trying to get it. So I tell all my clients, that, and it's gotten to a point now where, um, in the beginning negotiations, if they cannot agree to it being shipped via UPS or Federal Express, I will not take the commission. It's not worth it. It's not worth me busting my ass to put all that time, that blood, sweat, and tears into making this person's dream cosplay or prop come true, for it to get lost in the damn mail. That's not fair to them. It's not fair to me.
Spliff asked, "Do you think Lord Conti would be possible to do convincingly from Fooly Fooly? I can get you a link if you want. Didn't say who it was."
Yeah, Split. 'Cause I don't know who the hell that character is, so I would need to look at it and see.
And I said, part of the shipping thing is that I'm your key, so things usually break before they leave the house. So then you know that they're gonna pass the shipping test once they're fixed. And Kitty shared that she's very klutzy and always hurting herself as well. And then Kitty won a dragon hunt because I didn't go with her.
Oh, Kitty won the dragon hunt. Nice.
Spliff said insured shipping is
And just so you guys know, I am still going to be doing my Dragon Fire and Dagger giveaway. So you definitely want to still do your dragon hunts. You want to do your arena matches. Stack up them points because you're going to need them. Because you're going to need 300 points to enter into the contest. So you definitely want to get into that raffle. And like I said, the person who wins, all they gotta do is pay shipping, and they will get my custom made dragon dagger for free. Which I still gotta finish building on stream too. Which I probably will do after I finish this, because this is gotta be done by the 22nd of next month. So it's like everything that I'm focusing on right now is just Calibretto.
Calibretto world. In the Calibretto world. Quite fantastic. When you're made out of foam.
I love my fiance. She a little crazy, but I love my fiance. Okay, let's see. So now the question is, do I just cut these out separately and, you know, glue them to it, or do I just simply do a strip right off the bat?
Spliff posted a link for you.
Uh, let's check out this link that Sir Spliff posted. That is a weird costume. It's cool though. It can be built. It can be made. Yeah, it definitely can be. Yeah, it's definitely an intriguing suit, man. So you want something like that for yourself? Cause you a tall dude.
God King says that you need an elf costume.
Ooh, God King. Let me tell you something, brother. That is gonna be extremely expensive. Why? The hair. Um, I did a mask for a client of mine in Texas, Monkey King from League of Legends. So I charged him like I normally charge $400 to do a head, because full head, and I also made it so that if he opened his mouth and talked, the mouth and the mask will also move as well. So everything was going good, and I ordered some hair, put this hair in place, and ran out. I ended up ordering hair 4 times to cover that whole head. By the time I was done, I had spent between 180 and $200 with tax and stuff buying more hair. So an elf costume that is predominantly hair, that's probably gonna be at least $800 just in hair alone, not including anything else. You know, it ain't no joke. It really is no joke. Um,
Spliff asked, well, my main question is, would you do the film convincingly at Slick section?
well, you can never get that slim. That's number one, because you're human. your body doesn't go in and your hips don't switch out like that.
And then
But
you're
I would have to make the hips more pronounced so they have that flare out. Um, your torso area, that as well would have to be enlarged to help hide your stomach. I mean, luckily you're tall but you're skinny, so that can be um, convincingly put together. But yeah, I have to make the shoulders, the chest plate wider, make the hips wider, and the head probably about that wide to get the illusion of a smaller waist. Yeah, yeah. Black spandex is a great optical illusion. Great, especially at nighttime. It definitely does work. And you brought up a good point. Um, some of these cosplayers, some of these characters, when you have to translate them to a human body, there are always changes you have to make. Always exceptions you have to go through. Um, but it's challenging because you still want to maintain the essence. You want to maintain the look of that character. So it's all about how can I do this so I can actually walk and move in it, but I still look like the character. So that's always to me, it's one of the biggest challenges actually in some cosplays and costumes. Being able to make it so that it can fit on a human's body and be able to allow them movement. And depending on what they're doing, a little bit of movement or a whole lot, like in a movie or a stunt set. That outfit has to allow that stunt actor maximum movement for safety and just being able to pull off some of the moves and stuff. Yes, but that would definitely be sick. And Frag Smash TV, I am using EVA foam to build this whole thing. So right now I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to just cut a bunch of these out separately and glue them on, in place all the way around, or am I going to just cut a simple strip of these all the way across? And you know what? Looking at this concept art, I think I'm gonna do the strip because the triangle doesn't go all the way up. It stops like right about here. It stops. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm just gonna do a full strip and then have the ends poke out. So I'm gonna use this as my template. Actually, let's first measure what I need. Yeah, about an inch. About an inch is good. So I'm gonna make my guideline. I know you guys are probably shocked I'm actually using a ruler. It happens occasionally.
I don't know how much you read.
The last thing I read was Frag Smash TV.
Material you're using.
Yeah.
Cab acid cost a lot. Frag acid isn't that the glue? And I posted the phone website about 4 bucks.
Yes, these are the boots that I'm working on right now.
Frag acid, you already finished the helm.
Yep, I'm gonna do it last week. This is the helm.
God King asked, what, if any, is your favorite liquor or mixed drink?
Ooh, man. Liquor. Oh, how I love thee. But I don't really drink a lot. Yeah, I definitely don't drink a lot now. Um, there is a rum that is called Kraken. My fiance bought me a special edition bottle last year for my birthday. I still have not